Kitakubu.
Hey everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Fate Grand Order video. So it is Onore Arcade time, guys. Yes, we're going to be talking about Fate Grand Order a little bit. A brand new servant did release in Fate Grand Order, or is going to release in Fate Grand Order Arcade. But I do want to talk about this Fatal Chip, because this is actually the big topic right now when it comes to Fate Grand Order Arcade. So Fatal Chips, what is Fatal Chips? Well, we have to talk about what Fatal means in FGO Arcade. Fatal is basically a term that is assigned to a foil version of a card. So for example, if you play card games like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering or even Weiss Schwarz, it's basically a higher rarity of a card. So you have your common card, which, you know, just looks regular piece of cardboard, but you also have a higher rarity, which is foil. So like a UR or an SR rarity card, or triple R, double R rarity card. So it has some kind of foiling on the card, on the cardboard. So that's what Fatal is in FGO Arcade. And how do you get these Fatal cards in FGO Arcade? You get them by summoning servants. So when you summon a servant or a CE, there is a chance that you can get a foil version, a Fatal version of that card. It's not always guaranteed, but you're usually, I've seen like at least one or two foil cards in my rolls most of the time. So you could get a bunch, you can get very little, but you're still, you know, it's still pretty easy to get a foil card, but the higher rarity ones, it's a lot harder. So then what is a Fatal Chip? A Fatal Chip is an item that is going to be added or already added into FGO Arcade that allows you to exchange for a servant's Fatal card. So for example, if you have Arturia, then you can exchange for Arturia Fatal cards. It's not like you're getting a free servant. Like for example, if you don't have Skasaha, you can't exchange for Skasaha. You have to have Skasaha summoned already in your Chaldea to exchange for a foil version of Skasaha. So how do you obtain these Fatal Chips? Well, first of all, there's two types of Fatal Chips. There is a Servant Fatal Chip, and then there is the regular Fatal Chip. The Servant Fatal Chip is obtained by summoning the servant or leveling up their bond. The regular Fatal Chip is obtained by campaigns, or you can farm them in events. So we're here at the Fatal Card Shop, and this is where you can exchange your Fatal Chips for Fatal versions of the Ascension art that you want for that specific servant. And I actually wanted to note this because someone actually asked a question in my latest FGO Arcade video: why did you get a Ascension version of a servant in the gacha? Well, FGO Arcade is a little bit different. When you roll the gacha, you can get a different version artwork of, you know, of the servant, like the different Ascension artwork. And the reason why they do that is because, well, first of all, you're paying money, so you don't want to get the same base version all the time, and you just want to get, you know, the same copy of the cards that you use when you play the game. So that's why you get different versions, different Ascension artworks in the gacha. They give you variety, basically. So here is a detailed layout of how many Fatal Chips you need to exchange for Fatal cards in FGO Arcade. They have from base Ascension to final Ascension. Base Ascension is 1050, final Ascension is 1400. For 4 stars, it's 630 for the base, and then 850 for the final Ascension, and then 3-star 360 or 330, and then it's 450 for the final, etc, etc. So the lower the rarity, the lower it costs to exchange. So again, servant Fatal Chips, you can get these by summoning the servant or leveling up their bonds. If you summon the specific rarity, for example 5 stars, you'll get 500 servant Fatal Chips. 4-star 300, 3-star 150, 2-star 50, 1-star 20. And then if you level up their bonds, for example 5 stars, bond 1 through 2, you get 5. 3 through 5 you get 10, 6 through 9 you get 40, and then so on. And again, the lower the rarity, the lower chips you get. And then again, the regular Fatal Chip, you can get this by playing events or going through campaigns. Also, something to note is that you cannot get Mashu or Draco for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because these are servants that you can't get in the gacha. These are servants that you get by either clearing the main story of FGO Arcade, or you get through events. Like Draco, to get more copies of Draco, you have to go through events and stuff like that. Not all events have Draco, so that's probably why. I don't know, but it looks like you can't get Mashu or Draco So yeah, that's basically about it. Just wanted to talk about Fatal Chips a little bit because a lot of FGO players are like going mayhem on this, but honestly it's nothing too crazy. It's just basically a arcade specific item. It just gives you a higher rarity of the card. Like if you played Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic or White Schwartz, then you know there are some players out there that max rarity their decks. That's basically what this is. I also think this is going to hurt the secondary market. As you guys know, when buying cards, you can buy them single by vendors and stuff like that. But yeah, this is going to hurt the market a lot when it comes to the secondary market, the card shops. I've seen cards go to like 300, maybe even 500 sometimes during hype week, but I think the last time I saw Morgan foil Final Ascension, fatal version Final Ascension, I think it went for like 300 at most, maybe even a little bit more. I might be wrong, but I have seen the Final Ascension Morgan go for like $300-400 at one point. I've seen like Arturia, her Final Ascension artwork go for like maybe $50 to $80. But yeah, this is definitely going to be hurting the secondary market. It's going to like knock down the prices drastically, I believe, because this makes it a lot easier to get fatal cards. Fatal cards were a lot harder to get because the only way you can get them was through the gacha, and the percentage to get these fatal versions of 5-star rarity servants is very low. It never comes out basically. I've seen 4-star come out pretty often. I mean 3-star, 2-star, 1-star rarities, I've seen them come out very, very often, but when it comes to 5-star servants, it's very, very rare to see in the gacha. So yeah, this is definitely going to be hurting the secondary market for sure. So if you're a collector, then this actually might be great for you because you can buy cards for cheaper. There are some cards I'm like, dude, I kind of want the foil version of that, so I might, hop on that train. But yeah, this again helps collectors quite a lot. For card shops, I can see a lot of shops like, I don't think I want to buy back cards anymore. Like I know a couple card shops in Japan that buy back Fate Grand Order arcade cards, but I think they're gonna stop now because this hurts. Like just the pricing is gonna hurt. Like buyback and selling it is gonna kind of like hurt them a little bit, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's basically going to be about it. Just want to talk about Fatal Chips a little bit. Again, it's nothing huge for mobile. It's an arcade thing so that you can get a physical version of a servant card that you want foiled. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But I mean, again, if you play arcade, maybe a little bit of a deal here. But yeah, that's basically about it. Just wanted to talk about that, and let me know in the comment section below if this makes you kind of want to buy a foil version, a fatal version of a servant card. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.